What is going on, guys? This is Chris from Twins Picks, and in today's video, I'll be giving you guys my 3 best MLB plays for today, June 6, 2022. Yesterday, unfortunately, going 0-3, just not a good day all in all. I did take the Mets on the run line. They ended up losing 1-0 in the bottom of the ninth. It was just such a shame too, because Max Scherzer had a phenomenal return game. I believe he had 9 strikeouts going 6 innings. Just absolutely looked like his old incredible self, and the fact that they couldn't even get a run for him, just disappointing all in all, especially if you're a Mets fan. The second play that didn't come in, where I was so off about, was Pickzz versus Ian Anderson, and the Braves just absolutely killed Pickzz early on. We're getting those hits right away, kind of like the Odorizzi pick 2 days ago, where I really did think that Odorizzi, being a pitch to contact pitcher, it would kind of benefit him, but it definitely did not. That was against the Royals, and yesterday the same thing with Pickzz against the Braves. The Braves are a much better offensive team, obviously, than the Royals, but even the bats for the Cardinals just couldn't get anything going. So the second play did not come in, and of course the Yankees run line, they've just flat out lost to the Pirates. I mean, yesterday Quintana was incredible, and Tyone was just wasn't on. So I mean, you're not gonna get a type of performance, I think, offensively like that again from the Yankees. But again, nonetheless, a very disappointing day yesterday, going 0-3. But with that being said, I got to go into today's picks. The first play that I do have for today is going to be it's going to be a game at 210. The Brewers run line against the Chicago Cubs. Now, it's at -114, not too bad. I actually like the value there. You're getting Corbin Burnes. I was going to do first 5 -0.5, but it's at -1.5 at plus money. I still think they're not going to maybe lead by 2 runs after 5. I think that's a little risky. Corbin Burnes, though, has been simply phenomenal in his last 5 starts. And in his last 5 starts, he's faced phenomenal competition. He's faced the Mets, the Phillies, the Padres twice, and the Cardinals. And I think today is going to be a breath of fresh air for Burnes. I don't want to jinx it by any means, but this is not a same offensive juggernaut team in terms of, the amount of runs that could potentially be scored. The Cubs, they do have a couple big-time names that can get on the board, like an Ian Happ or a Patrick Wisdom, but I think Corbin Burnes, the way he's been playing, the amount of strikeouts he gets, his strikeout rate is among the top 5 pitcher in the league. I really like the Brewers here to get to Sampson as well. Sampson in his last 2 starts has allowed 12 hits and 6 earned runs. If this trend continues, this could potentially be a blowout, as we do see that when the Brewers are favored and they're at home, they're fairly reliable to get the job done. So my first play is going to be the Brewers run line at -114 with Corbin Burnes on the mound. My second play is going to be the Cardinals and the Braves to go over 8.5 runs at -120 odds. You have Miles Mikolas going up against Max Fried. Mikolas is coming off 2 straight good starts, but he's still given up 5 home runs in his last 5. This is a pitcher that's hot or cold. We were saying in maybe early May, mid-May, that this guy could be a Cy Young contender, and obviously he was bound for some regression. But I mean, just looking at how the books have valued Mikolas the last 2-3 weeks, just a heavy underdog. I think this definitely tells you that the books really have faith in the Braves bats in this game specifically. So Max Fried is another pitcher. His last 2 starts, he's given up 14 hits and 5 earned runs. And if you're going to allow 14 hits and a lot of hits against a team like the Cardinals that have a MVP candidate in Paul Goldschmidt, you're in trouble. So I do think that both the offenses with the Cardinals and the Braves have just consistently been pretty damn solid. I mean, the Braves are 3rd in runs, the Cardinals are 5th. You have a guy like Acuna and Goldschmidt going at it. It's always fun. I'm always rooting for the offense when you have these 2 type of superstars going at it. I just think Max Fried and Mikolas have been in a little bit of a rut. I think that can continue today. So I'm going to go with the over 8.5 at -120 is my second play. And my third and final play of the day is going to be the Yankees again with the run line. I'm going to run it back. Yesterday, I think, was just a little bit of good luck for the Pirates. Quintana hadn't faced the Yankees in like 4 years, and he comes in. I think he only allowed 5 hits, 7 strikeouts. Looked absolutely incredible. I do not expect that from Mitch Keller, honestly. And, you know, the Pirates are 28th in runs, and they're 25th in runs allowed, which means they allow a lot of runs. And the Yankees are number 1 in runs scored. They're 20th in hits, which is a little odd, just based off the amount of runs they get. And they allow the least amount of runs, the Yankees. So they're first in home runs as well, first in defensive ERA and WHIP and batting average again. So the Yankees defense has been simply phenomenal. I think the only bullpen that's been better than them in the last month is the Astros. But I really do like the Yankees matchup here, specifically with the starting pitchers as well. Luis Severino is a guy, the last 3 starts have not been nice, taking on the Astros twice and the Jays. But we all know that is, for the most part, I mean, the Jays not right now, but for the most part, that is elite competition right there. And the other 2 starts that he had against not so good competition, he was just simply phenomenal. So the 2 starts before the Jays and the Astros, Severino took on the Tigers and the Cubs, and he went for 14 innings. He only allowed 1 earned run and had 20 strikeouts. So against the not-so-great teams, we see Luis Severino put on his best outings, and I expect nothing else tonight. I think he's going to have another strong outing here. And Mitch Keller's going for the Pirates. He doesn't generate a lot of strikeouts. He only has 59 and 70 innings. If you're not going to generate a lot of strikeouts, a lot of the times they're going swinging, the Yankees. They usually do strike out. I think they're top 10 in strikeouts this season. But I really do like the Yankees bats here against the guy in Mitch Keller, who has struggled with control mightily. He's walked 11 batters in his last 4. So I really do like the Yankees here. I think they do bounce back, and I think they get the win here on the run line against the Pirates as my third play. Thanks, guys, so much for watching. Make sure to comment down below your favorite plays. Make sure to like this video, and make sure to subscribe for more sports content. Peace.